I dress half naked, I deserve to be disrespected just because I put that on?
Well, semi.
Wow,
Baby girl.
that's a hot take.
We musing.
Semi.
You have a daughter?
Yes, but I don't want her to dress like that. I will make it very clear.
But if she does and somebody did something to her, you're not going to say because you wore that.
No, I'm not saying. I didn't say the R word. I didn't say that.
I said because you
said
wore
disrespected because a person might say like, "Hey, Dad, baby, you got some ass taking out your jeans." Well, maybe you do.
She said, "Give him a scenario. Give him a scenario."
But you
give him a
said,
scenario.
You said
give him a
they're
scenario.
there.
Can y'all throw me some damn rope?
You said they're there, so they're subject to it for simply being present. That's what you're saying.
I was watching. I was watching.
Give him a scenario. Your daughter's walking through the party.
Correct.
Hold on. Let's take daughter out of it. I don't want to put daughter.
He got a daughter.
I got a daughter. It's fair. It's fair.
She's wearing,
this is fair assessment.
She's scantily dressed. Is that the right word?
Scantily dressed. Yes.
And then homeboy grabs her
ass.
But she went there, so you cool with that?
But her ass was out.
You cool?
Are we all right with homeboy?
I'm not okay with it, but there are consequences. It's like this: if I go down the street saying, "Hey, fuck you," and somebody knocks me out,
that's different.
It's like eventually a person gonna knock me the fuck out, right?
Yes or no?
If I'm disrespectful,
yes or no? Are you okay with this?
Even as a man.
Baby girl.
We live.
We definitely are.
We ain't live.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
About to be.
Is the visual okay?
No, but we're live.
Oh my god.
We really recording.
Irks so bad.
Oh, this is so great.
We really
man. I love it because in the beginning we always do the same thing.
Yeah, it's always
it's like that. Are we live?
It's that weird like adjustment when you're like an anchor.
Yeah.
You're like,
I always see him press the button though.
Yeah, if you're right next to him, you need to inform us.
Yeah, let us know next time.
We said it.
I said,
we definitely did.
He goes, he's real subtle about it because he knows
that would be
like,
great.
All right, I'm gonna press the button.
Yeah.
All right. He's like, all right, let's go.
If I do it, everyone thinks too much. They're like,
well, oh my gosh, we're live.
Let me align my
because we don't have scripts or anything. Nobody's gonna say who's gonna say the first word about what. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Well,
we don't talk about topics.
Jay gets it going.
He does.
He kicks.
He does the introductions and then he starts us off.
Speaking of which, it's your boy Jay.
I'm Thomas.
I'm Ashley Booker.
Brittany.
And this is Musing Around, the show where we jump on to talk about anything we want to talk about and just muse and see where it takes us. So today, we got a lot of things going on in the world.
I don't. What?
Why am I just paused?
He looked at you.
I don't want to talk about helicopters. I don't want to talk about foam houses. I don't.
Hey, first off,
helicopter. We were talking about
foam
helicopters.
houses.
On his last day to live.
Oh, he was flying the plane.
I was. The plane.
Yeah.
My bad.
While I was on my bender.
Yeah.
Right.
No, wait. But she wanted you. She wanted you to live your last day right now, strung out on drugs. Yeah. That was crazy.
I did.
Yeah, you did.
He's like, I got first place in the DARE essay too.
And then,
oh my,
who did? You did? I ain't graduated
I did, but you said something about your kids. It was like,
yeah.
Okay.
It was a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, my kid graduated there. I didn't.
Yep.
They kicked me out.
Rightfully so.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what do we want to speak on today? It's so much stuff, so much good stuff.
I mean, there's a lot of great stuff going on in the world.
What should we tackle first?
Great. I like how you said great stuff. Like, tell them what's great about, because a lot of people are. It's a lot of negative stuff going on. But what's the great stuff? Were you being sarcastic?
No, I think.
I want to see. I want to know.
I think that. Stuff. Okay. I'm going to re-emphasize is that whenever we live in a world where there's a lot of chaos being like driven.
Okay. I'm listening.
I think out of chaos, there is always opportunity. I don't think there's ever an opportunity when things are together. I think that when things are together, people are tight. Yes, it might be a false preconceived notion that there is like, oh, no, things are normal. It's good. Right.
Right.
But we have to always understand that the opportunity always comes when things are falling.
So you're saying if everything's bad, that's when opportunity is?
I promise.
Okay.
I mean, unless you're involved with the good swing of the good opportunity. Now, if you're involved in something outside of that good swing, then yeah, it's opportunity for you.
You can only see the stars during the dark.
I would agree, and I would add on and simply say, when things are going good, people that are already in a position make a lot of money.
Agreed.
When things going bad, that's when people get into position to make a lot of money.
Agreed.
So it's basically what he just said. So focus on your positions.
You just said bad meaning good and good meaning. You just did
Perspective.
Patrick Troy,
Yeah.
vice versa.
Yeah,
pretty
same
much.
thing. He
Vice
said.
versa. Yeah, correct.
Everything's
correct.
We're in
good
agreement.
means bad, bad means good.
Yeah.
We're in agreement.
Yeah.
We're in agreement.
But that's just to investing. What else is good though?
Well, I would say that within even the aspect of everything, when things are in a kind of a chaotic state, what you find is that even if you're not investing, things are kind of in shambles. So there's loopholes, there's weird things that happen. When things are tight, they're tight. Like if we form, okay, this podcast takes off, everything's great. What happens is it's locked, right? It's very hard for a new person to kind of come knock at the door and be like, hey, guys, like I'm great too. Can I be a part of your... No. Now, the podcast...
hey.
The podcast...
You might have
Very
to
high
survive.
barriers of entry on this show,
Hey, but when the podcast falls apart, guess what? There's
they don't want
opportunity.
nothing to do with it.
No. There's opportunity. So somebody comes knock at the door. Now we're like, well, who are you?
Yeah.
Now we're actually talking to the person, meaning that I believe that kind of that lives in every aspect of life. It's not always about investing. I think it's just in every aspect. It's just that in chaotic times, you have to have a positive mind to be able to see the opportunity. And trust me, we all go through tragedy. We all go through bad things, but we always look at what did it help us grow? What was the benefit of that situation? Not, damn, that situation taking me out.
Yeah, the brighter no. So let me ask you this, and you can't answer from yourself.
Correct.
Hypothetically, if you put yourself in different shoes, what brightness do you think Shannon Sharpe is feeling right now?
I think in my personal opinion,
he's trying to run away from the brightness. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to get away from it.
Hey, my brother's struggling.
He needs to stay away from it.
In my personal opinion about Shannon Sharpe, I would say.
And by the way, look, we're just talking. We don't know this man like
Shannon. He made some vital errors, and it kind of comes. I'm gonna have a hot take here.
Okay.
I think a lot of times this happens with people who live in delusion, meaning that I feel a lot of, and this is not a knock. I'm an ex-athlete, even though I don't. We'll talk about that later. But the thing is, I'm an ex-athlete.
Hey man, stand on that. Come on now.
I'm an ex-athlete, and I would definitely say that what happens is that you start to be coddled, and you're like kind of removed from society.
Yeah.
In essence, to where you live in delusion, meaning that I think that it doesn't really breed for a well-adjusted adult at times because their career is cut so short. They are still kids, and they're already retired. So what happens is that you end up like Shannon Sharpe, where you don't really have a true understanding of like how this game go.
Man, listen.
And there is a game.
You would be an extremely perfect defense lawyer for this man right now.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, you don't understand how this game goes, meaning that it's delusion, meaning that he's thinking that, well, his whole life, I'm Shannon Sharpe. Why don't you want to fuck me? What do you...
And by the way, we're talking about the courtroom is the public opinion. So I'm going to have the prosecutor step up. Brittany.
I actually agree with what
No, hold on. Let me phrase it to make sure you... No, let me phrase this properly. Do you feel if brother Shannon Sharpe, if why he went down the path he went down, potentially, allegedly, was because of his athlete bubble he was living in? Or was it that? Or do you believe that if he stuck with a certain culture,
oh
wow, that's
here we go,
that maybe he wouldn't have even had this problem? Because I'm bringing this up for a reason. I'm bringing this up because he had Cat Williams on his show, the infamous first interview, and there's one clip where he was saying, "Listen, I have nothing against women of different colors. Obviously, I love all women." But and I'm paraphrasing what he said. He basically said, I have at times have not wanted to date a woman who happened to be white only because I was afraid of having that David and Goliath moment, again, paraphrasing, where he's going to be caught running down the street with half his belongings gone, right? Because she took everything from him just because of something that may have happened that didn't happen. So And look, this is a real thing. Like back in the day, that's a real thing that existed in time. So let's not pretend. So I'm speaking on this because it's relevant to his show, what he spoke on, the guests he had. So I'm asking you, Brittany, the major disclaimer set up. You agree?
I feel like it can be a mixture of both. Like
Mhm.
I understand what Ash is saying, just as also someone who was a college athlete. I know it's not the same, you can't compare it, but sometimes I feel like you can say that about any industry. If you are up here and people are coddling you in a way to be like, you're the great, you're the best, you're this, you're kind of like naive to the real world, so to speak.
Correct.
As far as like what is happening, because people are just like, you're great no matter what you do. So then when you do have a discrepancy or you make a mistake, you feel like your whole world is shattered because that was like your whole identity. And so I don't personally think that it's because of culture or race or anything like that. I really do think that sometimes people are naive to reality and what's really happening because we've kind of like put them on this pedestal to be like, hey, like if I see Barack Obama go down, I'm not gonna be believing it because it's Barack Obama. Like I don't know. It's just like, so for him.
So you believe Shannon Sharpe?
Why are you trying to put me in a hole? Look,
You're not.
okay.
I'm just asking. It's okay if you do or don't. It's not like we don't know this, man.
I plead the fifth to be in the courtroom. Let's see what Thomas
Public
got,
opinion,
what
plead the fifth. Thomas?
Yeah.
I believe he just made messed up choices. I don't think it has to do with anything about her race.
Right.
It might be age. It might be you just got to move a little different to where if obviously, I mean, were they a couple? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think they were.
So if that's the case, why don't you, there's workers that could help you out that can keep secrets. But you know what I'm saying? If you're going to go that way, if you got this much money, hey,
I believe
don't have a girlfriend.
You think they were in a relationship?
I believe she was a worker. And I'm going to tell you why.
I believe she is on OnlyFans.
Well, she's OnlyFans, but then also
now specifically, I believe.
Specifically, even the great source of TMZ has reported that she has done 100 BDSM things with him. And she's actually relocated to be closer because he moved when the job situation switched with Skip. He moved to Las Vegas and she actually moved. She actually relocated.
Just because you're a worker, there doesn't mean that they weren't in a relationship.
No, what I'm saying is that when we're doing BDSM, this is a different lifestyle, guys. We're not talking about just sex. We're talking about it's going to be like more like push the limit. Meaning
50 Shades of Grey.
That type shit.
Well, in the movie, I didn't see the movie, but did dude have his the significant other or whatever? Did he have her sign something?
Now I think
if you're doing that kind of stuff, you might want to protect yourself.
I do think.
Wait, pause. Wait a minute. So
like
you
saying
like a non-disclosure, just to hey. I'm entering into the BDSM and I need to.
Okay, let's
it's not saying I'm gonna hurt you. You know what I'm saying? But if we're doing this kind of thing, you know what I mean? You can't come at me because you willingly signed this and said that you were down.
Let's put this in frame for the audience.
Let's go.
So a woman walks in. Her name is whatever.
Yeah.
For you, hypothetical, obviously for Thomas.
For me,
yeah.
Don't have a walk in for me. Why should
hypothetical?
I walk in for someone else.
You gotta walk in for me.
I put my name in that shit.
We can have a hypothetical.
You was already on drugs last time, so we don't know. We don't know.
We fighting for our
lives.
Like
Thomas, I'm finding out more and more.
Drake.
Baby girl.
Baby girl.
All right. So hypothetical situation, whoever it is, they walk in. A woman walks in, like you're on a nice date. You come home, you know what I'm saying, doing your thing, you know what I'm saying, Netflix and chill, whatever it may be, you know what I'm saying, and then you like, it's getting hot and heavy. You like, hold on, baby girl, wait, we finna go to the dungeon. You know what I'm saying? Like what? So then y'all go into your special room, get into your room. And then, everything is perfect. You in the moment, you in the job, whatever it is. And then you pull out a paper and you're like, hold on, wait a minute. Before you go any further, I'm going to need you to sign on the dotted line that says, if I hit you with this whip, you can't sue me.
Yes.
Dang.
Or I would say,
that's how I play.
Well, no, listen, time. Not if I hit you with this whip, you can't sue me. It's.
I mean,
if
that's
he physically causes harm.
That's in par. That's par for course, right?
But
No,
I would say
if he physically
It's
causes
kind of a
harm
part
to
of
her
it,
like
so,
that,
like-
then that's illegal.
I would
It's
say,
hard
I would
to-
say, okay, if you are coming in here,
You signed it on the jump.
that's it.
It's
now what
understood.
happens?
Cross the threshold. You sign it.
You've already signed. That's where
Get
look,
in the
guys,
car. You sign.
People don't like this, but I really do think there is a loophole to Puffy. And I think a lot of it is because it's consensual with a lot of adults and he has footage. And it's going to show that people were complicitly involved. I'm not saying he's going to get.
Man, y'all some of the best defense attorneys we got in the public opinion, bro.
I'm saying that there is nothing really hard up because
Yeah.
everything is everything that he has is with adults
Mm-hmm.
and it's on camera. So therefore people
Allegedly.
can see. No, they got
Allegedly.
cameras, they got tapes.
No, I'm saying with adults is allegedly.
Well, I guess we'll find out. But
Allegedly
I mean,
both
in the
ways.
court-
We don't
in the
know.
court-
but
in
yeah.
the
Right, how
court-
old was Justin Bieber?
Look, okay.
All right.
Yo.
okay.
Yeah, the recovery on this one is
Well,
wild,
I would
baby.
say objection. We're gonna figure this out.
So you're gonna be. We know what side you're on. Okay. Got
No.
it. Okay.
There's no
It's on
side.
the side of the producer.
Baby girl.
There's no side. It's just that all I'm trying to say is that when you do
No.
have, all I'm saying is I don't know all the things that may come out against him, but what I'm
Of
saying
course.
is that when you do have consensual proof like videotape and things of that nature, it will hold up in court. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now I don't
document's
know.
gonna hold up stronger.
But also,
Way stronger.
but also a video footage. Hell, show the whole tape. Even Shannon saying, show the tape.
Well, but that's a little subjective.
Why is it subjective when you got
well,
a person who's willingly there?
How do you
I
know?
didn't-
How do you know it's willingly on video? I'm just saying.
Like you don't know what led up
Yeah,
Well,
to
like,
that moment.
she has the tape.
Even like,
So
like
I mean, it's willingly. If
Well-
she has the tape, she has possession of it.
okay, we're back to Shannon Sharpe.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, we're
I was
talking
talking about in
video
general.
or,
In general.
Well,
in general, how do you
well-
know it's willingly if it's a video? Because like you got like a camera angle can show so much.
But what if they were like cameras that never turn off? To where it's like literally,
Even
it's
then.
like it's like this. If you're just running the tapes here and it's just running,
Even
up.
then, she would have to audibly say, "I."
and
consent.
you know,
I
but you know,
consent.
tables, cameras do have things, right? And so there was a I know, here we go, we're musing, but there was a fraction of the party who didn't go to those parties.
I hear you, but they still have to say, "I consent."
What I'm saying is that hey, I'm
To be like
down
black and white.
to be at that party.
wait, what? You say you down to be at that party?
What I'm saying is, no.
He over here, LeBron James. Ain't no party like a Diddy party.
No,
LeBron
what I'm
James.
saying, what
Ain't
I'm
no
saying
party
is,
like a Diddy
no, what
party,
I'm saying is
baby.
somebody has to
Hold
say
on,
something.
baby girl.
Somebody has to say. It's like this. If I have opportunity to leave right now, right,
Yeah, let's go.
and I just get up and leave,
Okay.
Yeah.
right, all right, the party's over. But it's very well
we
pronounced.
keep kicking it. If
Hold on,
you
hold on.
left. We
No,
still
but I'm
talk.
saying it's a well pronounced. It's a well pronounced
Absolutely.
thing that like, hey, there's gonna be a party, it's gonna keep going on. Are you? I mean, it gets. And everybody's gonna be hip on what the next party is.
In public
Now,
opinion,
if you
yeah.
choose to fucking stay, and then you're of age, not saying for a child, I'm saying if you are of age
Man.
and you stay at that party, that's like me saying, "Yo, man, I drove to the east side and these niggas robbed me."
I-
The fuck?
That
means
don't make it right.
Hold
That
on,
doesn't
wait.
No,
make it
Hold on.
right.
Thomas.
That's the same.
We need to channel
No.
April right now.
All right. Somebody's got to be
That-
April.
that is not accurate.
What I'm saying is that
You're saying because they drove there, they deserve to get robbed.
no, I'm saying
Oh,
that
wait.
if you understand the risk, everybody understands the risk when you go to seedier places.
Okay, so
right?
if I dress half naked, I deserve to be disrespected just because I put that on.
Well, semi.
Wow.
Baby girl.
That's a hot take.
We musing.
You have a daughter,
Yes, but I don't want her to dress like that. I will make it
but
very
if
clear.
she does and somebody did something to her, you're not going to say because you wore that.
No, I'm not saying. I didn't say the R word. I didn't say that.
I said because you
You said
wore
disrespected because a person might
just
say
said that
like,
for
"Hey,
sake of
damn,
us
baby, you
being
got some
live.
ass taken out your jeans." Well, maybe you do.
She said, give him a scenario. Give him a scenario.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you
let's
give him a
said
scenario.
you
Give
said
him a
they're
scenario.
there.
Thank you. Can y'all
so
throw
they're-
me some damn, bro?
Hey,
Listen,
I'm
they're
sorry.
there, so they're subject to it for simply being present. That's what you're
Time.
saying.
I was
Time.
watching. I was
Brittany,
watching.
Give him
Sorry.
a scenario. Your daughter's walking through the party.
Thank
Correct.
you.
Let's wait. Hold on. Let's take daughter out of it. I don't want to put daughter. Let's
He
not-
got a
But that's the-
daughter.
I got a
Keeping it
daughter.
real.
I got a
Okay.
daughter.
There
It's
you go.
fair.
Keeping
It's
it
fair.
real.
Dang.
She's
Fair.
wearing,
This is fair assessment.
she's
Y'all are-
scantily dressed. Is that the right word?
Scantily dressed.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then homeboy grabs her.
Grabs her ass.
Grabs her
But
ass.
she went there, so you cool with that?
But her ass was out.
You cool?
Are we all right with homeboy
I'm
doing
not okay with it,
Oh,
but there
okay.
are consequences. It's like this: if I go down the street saying, "Hey, fuck you," and somebody knocks me out,
That's
it's
different.
like eventually a person gonna knock me the fuck out, right?
No. Yes or no?
If I'm disrespectful,
Yes or no? Are you okay with dude?
even as a man, if I walk
Okay.
down the street and
He not answering.
if
no.
I go, if
He's
I go
fucking
across
dude
the
up
street,
and then he's
Yeah, he
gonna,
know.
he
If
gonna
I
say
go to-
something
if I
about
go
it.
across the
Exactly.
street
Right.
and I say,
No.
fuck you, eventually somebody's gonna be like, what?
Can you
Nigga,
answer the
boom,
question?
and hit me, right?
Can you answer the question?
Mhm.
If you go out looking for certain attention, you may find it
That's
in
not what
this
we
earth.
asked. Are you okay with dude grabbing your
I'm
daughter's
never
butt?
okay with
So, thank you,
anything.
thank
I'm
you.
not okay with
That's-
getting knocked out. But what I'm saying is, if I'm a person outside,
No, but you're saying it's cool. Basically, is what you
I didn't
alluded
say
to.
it's cool. I'm saying that every action has an equal opposite.
Okay, so you good with it. If she do that,
Reaction.
then you cool with it.
Okay,
So,
so,
okay,
how about
let's-
so
hold
now okay, you're not gonna say nothing to you're gonna say
Correct.
something to her,
I
hey,
will go.
maybe you shouldn't dress like that.
No, I'm going to say something very start. No, you're not going to just like
Okay.
that. If you live
So
with me.
now she's wearing
very
hoop shorts.
now
And
somebody
the same
grabs her
thing
ass
happens.
different. That's different.
So now it's on him. And
Well,
not on
I
her.
think that honestly, when you put yourself in different positions, I think you put yourself in a light where it lessens. I think anything can happen. We're on Earth, man. Like things happen. Things happen when you think it's not going to happen. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that in
Mhm.
general, if you put yourself in a high risk situation, it's a high risk situation, right?
Okay, let's take this and take a step back, right? Because we're
I'm looking for Jay here.
we're in the details of what it is. I want to take a
Jesus?
step back.
Oh.
Ooh, dang.
That's what we need to
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's take a step back and think about this for a second. Now, I'm definitely not going to agree fully with what you just said, but I will take a step back and say this. I do think everyone has to be extremely conscious of what positions they may or may not put themselves in by accident or intentionally, right? I don't think anyone deserves anything, no matter how they're dressed, right? I don't think they deserve anything. But at the same time, and this is where we have a slight agreement. At the same time, if you are intentionally putting yourself in a dangerous situation, you cannot be surprised if the danger happened. Right? Or if the dangerous situation actually becomes true. It doesn't mean you deserve it, but it does mean that, again, you can't be surprised that it happens. So for instance, I'm gonna give you a scenario. Let's say you have a woman, she's scantily dressed, she's walking down the street, right? Simple example used before. Men are doing cat calls at her, right? They're saying, "Oh, you look good, boo boo, I'll take you to my room right now, blah, 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 blah." And she's scantily dressed, right? She does not deserve she doesn't deserve the cat calls. But at the same time, she should not be surprised that she's getting those cat calls based on her attire. So for me, I think for men and women, because I think men, it's not in the exact same way, but I think there's situations where that may take place. I think we all as a human have to be conscious of what energy are we putting out, what are our intentions, and be aware of that, especially as adults. I know it's hard for people when they're growing up. I'm about to get off my soapbox in a second. When they're going through adolescence and all that stuff, they just want to be cool, they want to be in the in crowd. But at the same time, what you put out at times is what you put yourself in danger of receiving back. Doesn't make it right, but it does expose you to danger. That's how I feel.
So we kind of agree.
Nope. I don't.
He said no.
No.
So we kind of agree.
No, Brittany said I am.
I still think he
I don't
thinks
fully agree.
kind of
motherfuckers
agree.
need to keep their hands to themselves.
No, that
and
time
be
saying,
adults and realize that Adam and Eve, before they bit the apple and shit, they was walking around naked. You know what I'm saying? They were, but the reason why the sin came in and now this is bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
I
want to
agree.
go back to walk around naked. But motherfuckers can't keep their hands to themselves.
Oh, I mean, I
You know
wouldn't
what
say
I'm
that.
saying?
I like how you did that.
Hey, Thomas with his package out. They like this.
No.
Ladies,
Yo.
relax.
It's hot, you know. Sometimes I want to take.
We went from don't
That was a
let a
big
dangerous
turn.
situation to I'm trying to be pedo. I'm
I'll
gonna
take
go
it.
around naked now. What you
You
mean? Not playing.
But no,
go ahead.
need to. I mean, that's just
Of
people need
course.
to grow
No,
up and be
yeah.
mature, and women are women and men are men.
I agree,
Just,
but let's not play like. And this is what I'm touching on. So I'm putting aside the aspects of anyone deserves it. I don't agree with that wholeheartedly. No one deserves it. But I'm just being real with you. Like, we're all adults in this room specifically. Like, we can realize that like there's certain things that you know you're going to put yourself in danger for. Like, we're like people are attracted to other people, right? So what I'm saying is, you can't walk out in the world and imagine that anything and everything I do is not going to have some type of reaction, right? So I think we have to be conscious of that. I don't think people should go out and be touching people and doing all that, but at the same time, I think we should be conscious. I think where we are in the society, I think aspects of it has gone a little bit too far. It doesn't mean it's terrible, but I'm just saying, like, man, it's hyper essentialized, and so I have a daughter,
but we bring it back to the brother Shannon. If a person has came in to his domains 100 times and have done ridiculous shit,
yeah,
I'm not saying who's right or wrong. I'm just saying is that it's a hard line to say where the barrier is.
Well, what
do you mean? What do you mean?
When Noah said that's the barrier,
because it's like if you did it before,
if
why
you've
not?
done it over and over again with a person, it'd be like this. Let's just say this: if a person, I'll keep it simple. Let's say Brother Shannon and the lady had missionary, and then he did missionary another time, and he's like, "But we did missionary last time."
Yeah.
So now you're gonna sue me for $50 million because you found out I got $100 million thing coming.
Oh no!
I mean, it's look,
he brought the money, but look, he brought the contract into it.
Why come out now? Why ain't come out 100 times before? Like 100 times before we have been.
At the same time, he had money the whole time too,
but not the kind of money he about to get now. I mean,
he's about to get that
He's getting the bag right
now.
He
was still getting the bag.
No, he was getting great money.
Hold on, wait.
No, not to talk bad. He's getting great money. I'm saying that, but he's about to get this huge, and it's publicized contract, and then immediately after the publicized contract, you have somebody come out of the woodwork and say that, and a person he has been consensual with numerous times.
Hold on,
let's
like speak to that.
Some new girls like, hey, you off the street, come here, and he like bites her hair or something. You know what I mean? Crazy shit.
Bites the hair. Let's speak to that.
What's hair in your mouth?
Yummy.
Well, let's speak to that.
He's a creep.
Let's speak to that though.
All right.
And I'm gonna use a whip for this example because it's just simple.
Like that whip.
You know what I'm saying? It's the easy thing.
Is that racism?
What?
Oh my god!
I don't know. Y'all can pick something else. I like when you start.
You a paddle or something.
Okay, a paddle.
I'm not into the BDSM.
I don't give a fuck. I'm just talking shit. I'm talking shit.
A fly swatter.
Jay, get your point across.
Torture too, right?
Y'all coming out the woodwork with this.
Get your point across.
Well, technically, all right. He got a fly swatter.
Yes.
If he hitting this girl with a fly swatter multiple times,
correct,
right, and she okay with it,
correct.
How do you know when it's not okay?
Safe word.
Well, okay. Well, how do you ever know if it's okay? Because at that point, it becomes very what? Subjective. I mean, no. The key word here is subjective, because what happens is that now it's subjective of each party. Now it's about the court of public opinion of like, okay, well, why? Oh, of course, because of the optics, it's going to look bad for Brother Shannon. We get it. All right, now, but in the grand scheme of things, when you look at all the facts, I don't know if alleged facts. I don't know if she will actually win a court case. I think that it's more about smear. It's damaging him to where he can't be repaired. Well, because he never settled with her.
She may or may not win. We don't know. We don't know what evidence. Technically, the one-on-one evidence.
I don't know if you're gonna have one-on-one evidence. If we have legitimately, he can't settle now. He has to fight it. But I'm saying that but if we have legitimately gotten to a point where it's like, damn, we have had like consensual sex how many times, and then now
though. In the court of law, it don't matter.
I'm not.
All it takes is for a person to say no, and you continue.
Who is bringing?
It doesn't matter.
Who's bringing the case?
She is.
With who?
We haven't got there yet.
Yeah, Tony Busby, right?
We haven't got there yet.
So we're getting with a person. No, I'm just saying that's a person who legitimately.
That's what he does.
Hey, what Jay-Z do to his ass?
Stomp.
Get the fuck out of here.
Well,
We're
different.
not
Put no
playing them
smut on the
games.
man.
I hear you.
On hold.
I'm
But
just
I'm just-
saying.
okay.
I'm just saying is
Mhm.
that like at the end of the day, so that's your attorney. This isn't like a court. This isn't a
But
federal
what if he do got the
indictment.
facts? Well, I'm saying, what if he do got the? It's a civil suit.
It's
What if he does-
civil. It's not like Puffy, by the way. So it's way different.
Jay-Z was
I
civil
think
too.
you're in the wrong
Yeah.
profession. You should represent him.
He definitely should. Public court for sure.
Sorry. All right.
Listen, look.
Yeah, I did. That was my first thing before music.
I would.
Law school.
Yeah, law school.
Look, he was about to be there, but I would simply say this: in a court of law, it only takes one time for her to say no, and for him to continue, and that's considered what is considered.
Mhm.
So what I'm saying
That's
is
Mike
this:
Tyson.
I don't know what their evidence
That's
is.
That's terrible.
I hope, I pray to God that this is just purely a cash grab at whatever, you know what I'm saying, is coming at play. You know what I'm saying? Meaning there's no real evidence and all that. Because I would hope that for anybody in that situation, to be honest with you. But what I'm saying is this. I do think it puts you in a very precarious situation by doing stuff like that. And that goes back to my original thing. You know what I mean? I don't
So stick to missionary.
Get a contract.
or
You know what I'm saying? Get a contract. Stick to
Yeah.
Keep
missionary.
it simple.
keep it simple.
The homegirl was not a professional.
Missionary should be
You know what I'm
like a
saying?
metaphor
He
for other
messing with the
things.
wrong
That means
one.
keep it simple. And
Keep it
everything.
simple.
Just be a missionary.
Yeah.
Tone your freak down a little bit.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, get a
Watch some stuff on TV.
I'm trying to think of what's the
it's free
facially
now.
I didn't say that.
facially challenged version of that.
I would say that he just has to learn. He's learning a very big lesson right now. I think that his main lesson he's gonna be learned is that, yeah, dog, like it's bigger than you. It's bigger than the program.
Yeah.
And the people who were advising you were actually giving you the right advice, meaning that like sometimes keeping it like less is more. Meaning that like sometimes like when you're a high profile person, you think, okay, because you have access to more, that it's good. It's not. Honestly, sometimes your success sometimes can be kind of measured in a situation where it's like you have that access, but you choose to keep it minimal. And honestly, I think keeping it minimal, meaning friends, meaning your significant other, meaning people you do business with. I mean, how hard is it for Shannon Sharpe for somebody to come out the woodwork and be like, hey, I got this idea. Like, what? No, he has a team around him, right?
Yeah.
So it should be the same thing when it comes down to Suitor and the person he's
Yeah.
with and everything. What I mean by that is that he just, a lot of the advice he was getting from people, I think was really the proper advice. I mean, the man's in his mid 50s. He just needs to settle down.
Yeah.
I'm not saying the girl got to be his age. I'm just saying that, but find a real one.
She could be 19.
Well, she needs to be mature. But Monique
Right.
told her. Monique
What's our next
told her.
topic?
Monique told him too on the show. Like, you messing with these young girls, you need to find
Yeah.
love.
Monique
you know what I'm
did
saying?
do it. She told
Monique
Yeah.
told him. Kat told him. Stop messing around
Yeah,
with these.
Cat told him a lot.
So
You
did,
gotta find women
so did
that aren't-
Ocho. Ocho
they-
told him.
Ocho
Yeah,
told him
he
too.
told him to.
Ocho
And that's
told him
wild.
Stop finding thirsty women. Or, you know what I'm saying? OnlyFans, you're gonna have a relationship with some chick
Come
that's
on,
OnlyFans
man.
like
you
that.
are
and think
too
that
high
it's-
value.
So you
bro.
say
know
you
what I'm
can't
saying?
have a
You're too-
relationship with OnlyFans?
No, yeah,
models?
exactly what I'm saying. If you got that much
Ooh.
money,
That's jacked up, Tom.
that look what happened.
They got a lot of money
You know what
too.
I'm saying?
They got a lot of money too.
They do.
The
Not,
famous
not,
ones.
not in comparison to him though.
They got
Some
that
of those
easy
famous
money,
ones,
and they
bro.
was she's trying to get a little bit more
I heard
easy
one
money,
said-
maybe. You know what I'm
I
saying?
heard one say she make $1 million a month.
I've heard one said
great.
she made like $4 million a month.
I heard that too.
That's
It's nutty.
Or like Bad
Literally.
Barbie, Bad Baby, Bad Barbie, Bad Baby, whatever.
Baby, bad baby. What's
She,
what is it?
What you said, never mind.
Four
Forget
mil?
it. Forget it. Keep
I
going.
missed it.
but she actually she made like 40 or 50 million off
Mhm.
her OnlyFans.
Yeah, didn't have to do nothing.
Well,
No, and
Show
she didn't
it.
even show
Something.
anything.
Show a
Big-
T-tie.
No, she didn't even show anything.
Yeah, I think she didn't. She had like a see-through
That's
something
it.
on.
you know the craziest, the craziest argument I saw though, not the craziest, but one of the crazier ones.
You're like
No,
notes,
it's like-
note to
saw-
self.
no, never.
I saw an
Note to
OnlyFans
self.
model argue with a P star.
Yeah,
Specifically, this P star was known for inviting tons of people to her place.
Gangbang.
Tons, thousands in
Oh.
one night. And
She
they
says, get a little hot in here.
and they were going back and forth, and the OnlyFans lady was like, "Look, I make two. What I think she said 2 or 3. I make 3. Let's say 3. I make $3 million a month, and I don't got to have 1,000 people come over my house." I said, "Dang, bro!" And then the other P Star was like, "Well, I actually like having 1,000 people come over because I feel like it's more in
She don't like that shit.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
This is
Came with something.
overkill.
She basically said she enjoys it. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And I'm just like, that's a whole crazy conversation in itself. Like,
it's
come
not
on.
worth the money to degrade yourself like that.
That's hard for people though.
1,000? This is literally.
Wait,
That's just,
A woman did a woman did 100, and then afterwards
in
she
one
was
night?
crying. Yes, 1,000 in one night.
that's.
how is it?
I don't
There's not
believe it.
I
enough
don't even know that's
time.
even possible.
There's not even
believe
enough
it.
time in the day.
It literally happened.
So like 20 seconds.
2 punts and you out. And you better have a staff.
It was something like that.
2 seconds, you're gone.
I
2
don't
seconds,
know.
you're gone. Next.
I don't know.
Next.
was
Who's
something like
hiring
that.
these fools? Then they got to get vetted and all that stuff.
My
I
thing
hope
is
they get
this.
tested,
That's what I'm
right?
saying. I don't
1,000 tests, all that shit. That's a long.
Well, my thing
It's
is
You might,
this.
you might get
process.
it just
And
in
then-
that session.
hold on,
even
wait,
if they all
hold on,
are
wait.
tested.
And this woman in particular
Mm.
had a preference for men and dads and sons to come together.
Yeah.
My thing is
pedophile.
this, is that listen.
What?
Well, I mean, they're
Certified
of
pedophile.
age, but
So you in the room with your dad.
yeah, that's crazy.
I'm a male. I don't know what it's like to have one of those things, but the thing is this: is
Wait,
that
what?
Wait, why did you need to? Did we ever question if you were a man? Why did you need to say that?
Stop,
There's so much I could say with that sentence.
I'm a male.
We need a pause. I'm dead.
You gotta start that one over. Start it over.
So what are your pronouns?
I don't know that shit.
Him-
I'm trying to tell you.
him and his. Got it. Thanks for telling us. Not
He was one of them
hers.
day babies. Day babies.
Oh, sorry.
So when that happens, I just don't understand how it could keep
Yeah.
going that
Long?
much
Oh,
For the female?
for
for
women.
1,000 people.
Oh
It's
man,
not
you gotta
hard.
get some of that Diddy oil.
Yeah, you
Diddy
gotta-
oil,
I
keep
don't-
it
Hey,
wet.
you are not gonna.
If she's
There
saying
is-
she enjoyed
That
it,
is no such
She
thing.
did.
then maybe it's not that hard.
I think,
Yeah.
and I could be paraphrasing. I think
Closet's
at one
full.
point she said something
She got
about,
a hold of a case.
There's
you
no
know?
such thing.
I'm sorry.
she said something about with like the dads and the sons that she feels like it's a special experience for them or something.
Aww.
Like she just likes
That's
being that,
Beelzebub.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I just don't.
Jezebel.
I don't get it. Yeah, Jezebel energy for sure.
Yeah.
But,
That's kind of
But she
sweet
said
though,
she's
man.
enjoying
Put
it,
it that
so,
way.
like-
You know what I'm saying? That's
So that means she's happy.
Thomas, you want me to ask you the question?
huh.
She's happy.
You don't walk in the room with
Sure.
with your son?
You know, no, this is going too far. We're going too far now. I said we go to a strip club when he gets older, but I don't know if we're gonna go with the same broad. You know,
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's
it
kind of
gets
weird.
That's
It
crazy.
gets-
That's kind of
That's
weird.
extremely
I want to
crazy.
see him like that.
Yeah, that's really crazy.
It gets weird.
That's extremely
Yeah.
crazy. I mean, to each his own. Look, for people out there that love to do it, hey, you of age and you got consent, knock yourself out. But that's foolishness.
So, quick question, slightly on topic but
Oh,
off
shit.
topic.
Mhm.
I was talking to a friend about this. Do you think monogamy is outdated?
Was that wood mahogany?
Nah, monogamy, monogamous.
I mean, that's how outdated it is. You don't even know what it is. He's like, what?
No, I had
The
somebody.
fuck is
I had somebody recently tell me
Yo.
that wasn't normal to just find an attraction to one person and be able to be with that one person.
Oh, that's not outdated.
No, I don't think that's outdated.
Not
No.
literally. It wasn't a literal question, but it's just kind of like some people really like on some of these dating profiles. You put monogamous or non-monogamous. I'm just like that.
So that's like a thing, like a.
It's outdated.
It's like a check. It's
It's
a box.
outdated.
Yeah, no,
shit.
I think.
It's
I
outdated.
think it's
y'all.
more widely
It's outdated.
accepted.
It's
You know what I'm
outdated.
saying?
Yeah, I agree
It's
with
outdated.
as what Thomas said.
It's
But-
outdated.
And then the profile, like I was
Yes, it is.
I was talking to my girlfriend about it because a profile came across my inbox
Uh-huh.
and it kept happening. And you posing with with your girl.
Oh
Like,
boy.
like we like you, or like we're into this type of woman on the app. I don't know. It's just kind of cringe. That's like a thing.
Yeah. I mean, but
Goes over
if you were,
here.
I would imagine
That's
if
too
you're
much
into that
stress for me.
lifestyle, maybe that's the allure, right? You know what I mean? Like, I see who your
Like
partner
I'm supposed
is.
to be attracted to you
If that's
sharing
what-
pictures of
to the
you and your
couple.
girl.
Yeah, I
the
guess
couple.
the
No,
couple
but
is
then
doing
I'm
it.
looking at your pictures and I'm supposed to be turned on by you.
By you and her.
Yeah, if that's what you're into. If that's what you're into.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it could be 1,000 people, or it could just be me and my seven people in my house. You know what I mean? That's how people move nowadays. But I do agree with Thomas. I think people are a lot more open to some of the different concepts. And look, in the Western world, that exists. That's kind of the norm here. But outside the Western world, it's very different.
I had a Christian man was
what you
like,
mean
yeah, that's
different?
what we
Like-
do.
I'm
like,
saying, like, not all countries, they have one wife.
Oh, I got you.
You know what I mean? Or, you know,
right.
so I'm not saying this to say that's what's right. That's the standard. What I'm saying is we're in our own little bit of microcosm, if you will, on this side of the world. So, but I do think people are a lot more open to the concepts.
Hmm.
For me, I'm sticking with one. I don't got time to have multiple wives. Like, nope, couldn't do that.
No sister wives.
Nope. I would joke, but nope, couldn't do that. That's like, for me, specifically for me, to have two women that's particularly on their period at the same time.
Oh,
that's a challenge. And hats off to everybody, but that would be an extreme challenge for me.
Fair enough.
You know,
I was just curious. Sorry.
I have nothing.
Ash, I'm saying.
Well, I was
He don't want to
saying-
say his answer.
Well, no,
That's fine.
I'll say my answer.
I would have
I
10.
think it is. I think it's. I think
one
it's.
more.
I think it's very outdated. But I do think that. I do think that in the simplicity of life, I'm like literally a minimalist. Like, as far as like when it comes down to the way I like decoration, everything. Same way I like relationship. I like minimal. So like, yeah, for me, it's not really the answer, but I can totally see if you do have the means. If you do have the means, I can see how you could have a lot of.
Every day I try
so
to
Ash
like
is
you
saying-
more and more, and you just
If I
saying the
had the
wrong
money,
thing.
it doesn't matter if they're in sync. It all goes together.
Well, it does kind of. I mean,
Look at
it's like a
Brittany's face.
puzzle.
He says like Thomas, how do you feel about this, sir?
Man, I work hard with my wife. You know, it's
Yo,
I wouldn't say
hey,
it's a struggle, but
hold on,
it's you know,
wait.
it's a job.
Thomas,
To be,
listen, while we playing 1+1, you over here doing algebra, brother. You playing chess. He said, bro, listen, I have a lovely wife.
yeah.
Can I say
Well, the
something?
thing is, I don't think there's enough room for two. You know,
Can
I
I
got her,
say
I got
something?
kids,
Can
I got
say
family.
something?
I don't
Can
need
I say
two.
something? I will say this: when people do live like that, it does keep everyone in check.
Does it?
What you mean?
I think
Like,
so, because
having
everybody has to kind
multiple
of
wives?
vibe for it. They vibe for it.
They got to
Attention?
fight for it.
You got to act right.
Dang. Blood sport?
What are we talking about?
Good God.
What are we talking
I don't care if I'm
about?
banned after this episode. It's
Oh
okay.
my gosh.
There's a thing called therapy. I think we should all try
There's
it.
too many
Dang,
hot takes in
boy.
this episode.
Spicy today.
Man, I'm trying to tell you. You got me saying I don't want women to be in sync. You got Ash over here saying a bunch of different stuff.
As long as you can afford it, it's okay.
Yep.
I think if you can afford it, and then if you want those kind of problems, but I do think it does create a sisterhood.
Okay.
Sister wives. But you know, on the opposite
You're
end.
bringing people together.
Hold on.
Oh, stop. Don't
You got to
spin it.
look at the
No.
bright out of everything.
Am I
Ash said.
wrong? Am I wrong?
You
for
got to
bringing people
look at
together?
Okay,
the positive and stay
Ash.
optimistic about
I
it.
don't want it. I'm just.
No, he said I don't want it. I'm dead.
I'm just
Look,
saying.
you and Shannon go get on my
I think this
nerves.
is terrible.
Shannon, call me up. I'll defend you. No.
1-800. Find yourself a lawyer with 7 wives. All right. So,
With 7 wives.
no, but
Stop it.
let me ask you, on the opposite end, do we think it's okay for a woman to do that with men?
To have multiple
Yeah.
husbands.
Yeah.
No.
They got the money.
You keep saying the wrong thing.
If they got the money.
Saying the
No.
truth.
What if they don't? And the man, you got multiple men providing.
Well, good for her.
Ooh, that's
Good for her.
That happens though already, right?
it's a show about that.
Hey, good
Literally,
for her.
there's a show.
Hey,
about
good
that.
for
What's
her.
the name of the show?
Yeah, I like to know. And what
I
dudes
forget
are
the name of the
there?
show, but it is definitely a sister that's on there with two brothers.
Oh God. Why
Brothers
they do
as in
us?
skin color,
Why
or
they do
brothers
us?
as in they're related?
Why they do us?
They're in the black culture, my friend.
Oh, why
Okay.
they do us, man? Nah, bro.
Is that really-
And then they added a third.
That
Well,
is
he's
a good question.
speaking in code all the time. I had to make sure
That
I was
is a good
following.
Objection.
Okay.
Because if they were like
That's-
biological brothers, that's a different story.
Wait,
I wanted to know, were we talking
No,
skin
seriously,
color or
that's a good question.
Wait, that's crazy.
No,
You said brothers.
That's wild.
My brother.
Nah, don't see the song
I'm
with
sorry,
that.
I'm
Don't
sorry.
see the song with that.
Black brother.
Don't see the song with that. I wish I would. All right, so and then a third gentleman came into play.
it's got to be equal, you know.
And
the
that was
two-
the dad.
Wait, what? And it was where the woman was really wasn't the sister, it was actually the other one.
Because you said father and sons in the earlier topic, so I was just being
Well,
stupid.
that was a thing that apparently men do. So
Yeah, that's crazy. They
it's-
training
it's-
them up.
as crazy as it sounds, this is the world we live in.
Wow, so sad.
It is sad a little bit. You know what? And I sit down when I think about this having kids, like, you know what?
I don't want no more.
Well, I want one more. But I would say this. I'm looking at this like, man, I'm gonna have to do I'm fighting for my life out here, y'all. I'm fighting for my kids' life out here.
Mhm.
But you can't avoid it. Like
Avoid. Wait. What? What in particular? Because I'm avoiding all that.
Sex parties and shit.
You can't
I'm
avoid.
You can just
all
walk
that.
right into one of them, you know.
Nah,
a
not to my
brothel.
kids.
No, the world is continuously
Whoops.
wicked.
I
so-
slipped in the fill and I fill a Puffy's house.
I accidentally have 7 wives.
1,000 dudes just tripped and fell on me, you know what I'm saying? In one day.
Wait.
Pause. Pause. I'm talking about the
Hey,
lady.
look, first off,
This,
Super pause.
End the podcast.
okay, so
Atomic pause.
this is getting out of hand.
Oh, pause times 10.
Pause a million.
first you was Ash, then it was Thomas. Dang, bro.
What you
Hey,
say?
it's not
I
contagious.
think we're the only normal ones.
It
here.
is. Look,
Okay.
it's not contagious. I'm blocking it right here. I'm blocking.
No, but what I was saying is you can't avoid your children experiencing certain things. Like you
Yeah.
can't control. Like you can teach them all you
Of
want,
course.
but you can't control.
Give them a
it. It's just-
foundation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and just hope that when they're of age, they're not stuck with a 19-year-old that's trying to hold monsters for $50 million. She's not 19 right now, by the way.
She was when they started
She was.
dating.
That's crazy.
But she's like 21 now.
She's like 24 or something.
Oh my God.
She's
So it's
old.
5 years.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you, Thomas.
She's old now.
Now you're on the console.
Yeah.
So she's
Wait.
25.
I'm your research.
He's on the console.
Where's the glasses at? Thomas needs his glasses.
All I'm saying is that so you deal with a
Calculate,
motherfucker
put
for
forward.
5 fucking years.
This really got you upset.
No, it is what it is.
Is he
I'm
paying
not,
you?
huh?
Is Shannon paying you?
Not yet.
That's
He
a
probably
great-
gonna see this and
great
call
idea.
me. He about this. I'm like, who the fuck is this? He like, Ashley.
Hey,
I'm gonna join my team. I'm gonna join my team.
You're a very smart brother, and you get it.
Just don't start wearing them tight pants.
Oh, stop.
In the bag.
Wait, what you say about men with tight bands before?
I hate it. I cannot. I cannot. I'm like, why are you doing? First off, why are you doing more squats than me? And why are the pants that tight? Like that is not attractive. Why do?
What about the print?
It's horrible. We don't all need to see your print.
Pause again.
Yo, where the pauses at, bro? I said this is no pause 2025.
He was talking
but
about
I'm going
cheetah
back.
print shirts. I know.
Oh,
what
I
he
got
did.
you. I got you. Like
Well,
leopard
she
print,
gets it.
you know.
Duh.
I ain't know. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
Yeah,
y'all right.
see?
If the
good.
pants are plaid,
Yeah.
that's what he's asking.
Yeah, he was-
That's
yeah,
exactly
he
what
was
he
different.
said.
Stripes are print. Yeah.
I'm joking, of course.
No girls like it. It's like a girl
no, we
having their
don't like
breasts
that.
out.
That is not the same thing. Are you attracted to a chick that walks around like that?
Well, I think we just had a conversation.
I just think yeast infection.
Mhm.
I think we just had a conversation about this. didn't
You
we?
got health insurance?
I'm out. I tap out. All right.
Oh,
I'm out.
No,
I'm
but
out.
on the real side,
I'm
just
out. fuck they talk.
Look,
Shannon got that good insurance.
Shannon got great insurance. He had like fucking goddamn ESPN and shit. Disney.
what is in
Hello,
our
Disney?
cups?
Disney got some health insurance and shit.
Oh man.
Wow.
Okay,
We all stop.
I'm gonna switch.
Nah,
I'm
but shut up.
I'm
Nah,
gonna
but
switch.
Shannon, just keep your head up, man. This is a test. It'll breathe over eventually.
Yes.
This is really your hero.
You're not going to jail or anything. You're just gonna
No,
get
it's
fucking. You're gonna lose a lot
You
of
gonna
money.
visit him, ain't you?
You think
He's
done?
not going to jail. It's not a. It's not a federal. It's not like a. It's
No,
not a
it's
criminal
civil.
indictment.
But time out though. Whether he goes to jail or not, what's done is done now.
He's
now,
not going.
but
It's a civil suit.
But I'm saying though,
They've destroyed him.
It's
What
a
I'm trying
civil
to say
He's
is
not
that
completely
keep your
destroyed.
exactly. Thank you, Brittany. That's all I'm saying.
But
He'll
no,
be okay.
wait.
It's Busby.
He
He's
will
not
not
destroyed.
be okay. He will.
Busby, get him out of here.
Listen, he
He's
won't
still
be.
Shannon.
He won't be at the same
Thank
level
you.
he was.
I think you will.
I don't think so,
I think
dude.
he will.
Busby.
That's a
Hey,
mark
hey,
on
he'll
you.
be on this
People have
podcast.
bounce
We got,
backs.
hey, we got Shannon Sharpe, special guest.
But that's a big mark, like
have
Hey,
bounce
clap it up, clap it up.
as far
clap
as
it up.
endorsements and everything.
People have bounce backs. You give anything time.
Jay-Z bounced back.
Bounce back from sexual.
Man, Jay-Z said make it criminal.
was founded.
It's the
innocent, and
same
it was
lawyer.
a different. It was a
No,
different
Jay-Z
situation.
said
But
make it
it's the
criminal.
same lawyer.
It's a way different situation.
It's the
Jay-Z.
same
They got,
lawyer.
they got.
Think about that, Thomas. It's the same lawyer.
No, but they got,
Who's the same? The
Busby.
same lawyer coming at Jay-Z, but it's a different situation.
and they have
Is it?
evidence.
They have
They don't have
evidence
the
of the
evidence of
text
Jay-Z.
and all that shit.
Jay-Z said, "Take it criminal then." If I did it,
There are
Right.
so many people who have gotten
I think he
canceled
said
and
the
come
same
back. It's possible.
he can't. I got to
For this
I'll
situation,
choke you
No.
to death.
it's
Let's
never the
play.
same.
It ain't gonna work in court.
All right, we're talking over each other.
I
What
think
we doing?
the accusation, when the accusation comes in, whoever it is, the
Uh-huh.
accusation's there, whether they're found guilty or not. That's
Yeah.
a big
It's an
stain
accusation.
on, but it's still a big stain on you.
I
mean,
mean, thing.
The
It
stain
moved-
is
Then we
there,
all got stains.
but that's a huge stain. That's a
Okay.
stain that's gonna fuck up your money.
for a little bit.
I have a story.
see how
He's
it
gonna
goes.
If
be
he's
okay.
guilty, then meaning if he's found that if the court finds that she's right, then yeah, that's gonna mess him up. If it finds that she's wrong, then no. It's
I'm
not gonna
saying
mess him up.
regardless, he's
It still
already
hurts
messed
him.
up.
It hurts him. I think Jonathan Majors got hurt more.
Totally, but I think he's gonna get hurt worse because it's a situation where he was a product of too many corporate companies. So corporate companies are going to back up off you.
That's true.
ESPN is already backed up
That's
off.
what I'm
of them.
saying.
Everybody's backing up off of
Because it
them.
hurts their brand.
Chris
It hurts
Brown
their
can't
brand.
have the
ESPN's
Super Bowl.
Correct,
Disney.
correct.
You know what I'm
So,
saying?
Well,
Chris
that's what I'm
Brown
saying,
can't do
man.
certain
So
things
it's
now
over with.
because of what he did.
But do you think he cares?
Yeah,
no, he don't care.
He's still.
But I'm
he's
saying
cool. He's
Chris
good.
Brown
But that's a
can't
different
be
situation.
that dude
That's a different situation.
worldwide now.
That's
But
a
I'm-
different
People
situation.
still buying that meet and greet, meet up, and taking them crazy
but
pictures.
I will say this, Brittany, is
It
that
definitely
if
is.
without that stain on his thing,
He'd be the biggest
he
thing
would
in
be
the world.
Michael
right now.
Jackson 2.0.
He would be.
That's what everybody would say.
Well, you know they
That's
say
what I would know.
whenever
man.
someone's on the rise, especially of a certain culture, they take you down.
Oh, I wonder why.
They say that.
Hmm.
I'm not making this up. I'm being for real. They say that.
It's an interesting take.
But let me ask this. I'm gonna switch gears slightly. You're like, Jay, this is a big switch. So I was watching on my feed
Oh shit.
Oh, God.
and I saw this video of this woman.
Somebody turn his feed off.
I know.
Turn it off.
After I say what I'm about to say, you're like, Jay, what the hell? This woman, she was like, all right, guys, I'm celebrating 5 years of not taking a shower.
Ew.
Bruh.
Nuh-uh.
I'm dead serious.
She take baths, right? She took baths?
no, she didn't take anything.
Wash-ups?
Well, no wash ups.
Like sink washes.
And then the
There's
dude
no way.
and the man, and then you see this man jump on the screen.
wet wipes?
Is she in a relationship?
Baby wipes? Something?
Okay, hold on.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You see a man jump on the screen with this like Lysol spray, and some words pop up and say, "Well, what's that thing on your neck?" So then I had to go back, and then she had
please,
this like
please, please,
little,
please.
it
oh
just
my
had
God, it's
yeah.
gross. Oh my God, I
Yep.
can't.
She had something growing in her.
Stop.
But you know this is a thing though. Y'all know this is a thing.
To not wash?
Yeah.
No, it's variations of it. Like certain people, celebrities in particular, feel like they don't need to wash,
This
and
makes me
they don't
itch.
wash their kids.
This
Well,
makes me itch.
it
I'm being
depends.
dead serious.
Looks so
because
sad.
there
I
are
am. That's unfortunate.
allegedly
Yeah.
bacterias and things of that nature that live on
We
us.
said allegedly. Like, let's go.
He's about to say, "Let me stop you right here."
Let's go. I'm dead.
So
Let's go.
let me stop you right here. I
You're
mean,
trying
if
to
you
attract them.
choose, he about to argue for them. If you
Yeah.
choose not to wash, that
Call
is
me
your
out.
right. Now, if you haven't been
Ashley
washing
in law.
all your life,
I'll defend you.
Okay,
I'm that
let's-
steak ass lawyer. You want to walk around with a steak ass call me up.
Hold on, wait. Let's take a step. Let's take a step back from that, from not watching it all.
That's hard.
What about washcloths? Because
Come on now.
no,
This is a
I'm
cultural
being
thing right
dead.
here.
I'm being
We talking
dead
about
serious. It's some podcasts I've been watching with some people, some women in particular, was very
They be
vocal in
using their
saying,
hand.
no. They said they jump in the shower, spray some on their body, and let it just drip down, and they done.
You don't scrub a little bit?
They don't scrub or nothing. Now the man
They
that was
don't
on the
do this, at
podcast was
least?
looking at this girl
Yeah, you gotta
crazy.
kind of just use your hand. on
Like,
it.
is that-
smell like something?
Like this is seriously a thing,
Probably
y'all.
fish.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Like, how you doing that?
What we doing? What were these people? I don't know these people.
She said in particular,
I've
the
never
soap
witnessed these
suds
folks.
just
I don't
going
think I
down
know
the
these
body
folks.
cleans.
I don't know.
Maybe we know.
Everybody I'm around, I don't get sick when I'm around.
What
them
level of
smelling some shit.
delusion is
Oh,
that?
man.
Like,
I don't know what it is, but I would say that
So what,
go ahead
what's
and
the
defend
purpose
it. Go ahead and
of them
defend it.
doing this? Just not washing your body.
Apparently, it's like okay.
you wash off your
folks.
good bacteria and shit.
I guess that.
The
And then
good
two-
bacteria.
Yep, that.
And then you
Your
get
whole
the bad
body is a bacteria.
Correct.
Okay.
Two things. The first thing is, one lady said washcloths are for poor people.
Good for her.
Okay. Stink ass club.
And yeah, that's for poor people.
Some folks don't use washcloths, but
It's
It's
because
not
it's
for
for
poor
poor
folks.
people. And
What about
How?
loofahs?
What's the logic behind that?
What about loofahs?
because you have to make the soap last.
What about loofah?
oh, straight.
No, that's
Oh,
for poor
that's
people
it?
too.
So rich folks just using a bottle of soap each shower,
I guess.
That's this.
a whole bar.
I'm trying to figure out like how is this okay? though? How is this okay?
They have
It's like
jobs
not
and
scrubbing or
friends
nothing.
Yeah.
and significant others.
Yeah.
It's a whole club. It's a
I mean,
culture club,
what
man.
if your
They're all
significant
together,
other just
stinking
decided?
together.
What if your significant others decide? You know what? I'm not taking a shower. Or no,
I'm done.
not that
Divorce.
bad.
Done.
Not that bad.
I'm
Not that
divorced.
bad.
Done.
I'm
Done.
not using washcloth.
Done.
I'm gonna just let the
Done.
soap suds hit
Done.
my body.
Done.
Yeah,
Deal breaker.
Right,
Deal
we'll
breaker.
pray about it later.
Totally
Done.
a deal
Out.
breaker. Yeah, it's a deal breaker.
Tell the kids
But
I said
the
bye.
kids though.
It's fine. They coming with me because they can't.
Because
Somebody got to show them how to
Deal
wash
breaker.
their ass. You know what I'm saying?
Deal breaker.
Because if you do that, you'll do anything.
Oh my gosh.
Dang.
If you do
That's
that,
a gateway.
If you do that, you'll do anything. That's a
Agreed.
psychological.
I have to agree with
I've
you.
heard of
issue.
folks not washing their legs.
What?
Wait,
Yeah.
I wash my legs.
I've heard of folks like just
Yeah, they
thinking that
said
the
that too.
water just dripped down on your legs, and that's
No,
They
Okay,
said that
that's
too.
not
okay.
good. You
Better
gotta wash your
question
legs.
for us poor people who use washcloths.
Mhm.
Do you
Mhm.
use one for your body, a separate one for your parts, and a separate one for your feet?
Wait, what?
for your feet.
I was about to say face.
I heard the same.
Wait, what?
No, I heard the same question. Yeah,
Okay.
well, you have a washcloth for your face and stuff. No, some people don't use the same washcloth for their body as they do their feet or other
I
parts.
guess it depends on what order you wash in. But
I'm
yeah.
just not wash. I wash my
Right.
face with something
Yeah.
different.
Well,
I
this-
mean-
I wash my face with
Okay.
Different.
sometimes my hands.
Yeah.
But
well,
the rest
yeah,
of the body,
that-
all one.
I'm not like this.
Okay.
Because I wash it all one time, everything stays clean
So
consistently.
is it like a top to bottom type of thing?
Yeah.
Or,
Okay, but
It
if,
is.
hear me out.
But
hear
if
me
you're
out.
washing every day regularly, you shouldn't have to. Oh, I'm gonna skip the feet this time. They're gonna be extra funky or something. About next time, I need a different washcloth. That's weird. Wash
See, I don't.
all at once.
I don't wash
every
my feet
time.
with the same washcloth.
With the same washcloth? Why?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, why though?
Wait, but
It's
are you
the-
using the washcloths afterwards? Well, let's not get too deep. Let's not get too deep.
No.
Was she tossing your washcloths after you?
It's
wash?
the germaphobe in me. Like
Yeah.
for my feet.
I don't use the
no,
same
that's
one.
not going back.
Your
on my
feet are
body.
probably cleaner than everything else.
That's fine, but it's not going back on my body. I'm sorry.
But if it's the last thing
Especially
you
in
wash,
the summertime, you might walk around barefoot.
It-
you might be on the beach.
if
You might
it's
be
the-
outside.
Hold on, wait.
You might be.
I get that.
You might
I
go
get
to a
that.
public bathroom.
If
and
it's the
all
last
on the
body-
atmosphere, it's just. I'm sorry.
What
But
about
what if-
not summertime?
but what if it's the last body part you wash?
I'm
Are you
sorry.
using that towel again the next day?
Not me. No.
That's what I'm saying.
Now, when you
If
wash
you-
it,
if
do
you
have
started with
feet
your face-
cloths and regular cloths?
Correct.
Fresh towel started with your face. Then after that, wash your body. Then after that, move down to wherever areas it is.
We asked.
And then a separate cloth for the
She
feet.
has separate. She has a foot when she does her laundry. She
Bunch of
washes the
ass.
foot cloth
Okay, I didn't say that. Sorry, my
Differently
bad.
from
I
the
thought you
regular
just meant
cloth.
that I have two different.
about
No,
ass?
yeah,
in the
like in
shower,
little.
like.
Oh no, okay, I got
My
you.
bad,
In the
okay.
shower, yeah, but the same cloth can wash your
Okay,
feet.
do you
and the
wash your
body.
booty?
If it's washed,
That's what Ash is trying to ask. But yo, we getting real personal on this show.
Do you wash your ass?
Some people ain't gonna make it after this
That's
episode.
the most important.
There is a very important
They're
question.
like, I tried.
The important
You
thing
wash
is
your
that we're
ass.
all washing. The important thing is all washing.
right.
We
It's
have
getting done.
washcloths,
Yes, I'm washing.
and we're not just letting the water drip down our
No,
body.
I am
so
washing.
We're scrubbing.
Shit.
I'm
That's
washing.
great.
I'm washing. I am washing.
Lifting.
But it is. This is a. Y'all think we playing out here? You think? Oh, y'all funny. People really do that.
That's horrible.
People
Amazing.
really do that.
Amazing.
Now I
Good
heard
for
certain
them.
cultures don't like wear deodorant and stuff like that. You know
Certain
what I'm saying?
cultures.
Yeah, certain cultures.
It's deeper than
I have
culture.
heard that.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about just black, white. I'm talking like
No, it's
different
deeper.
countries.
Yo, yeah, that
Different
definitely-
countries,
yeah,
people
countries
don't wear
for sure.
deodorant. Yeah,
Yeah, some of my European brothers, they don't believe in like Paris in particular.
some African folks don't believe in it.
African brothers don't believe it in it. You know what I'm saying?
I work
For sure.
valet with one dude. I ain't gonna say names.
Yeah.
I ain't saying shit.
A cat man. I'm like, dude, it's hot out. It's hot.
It's
You getting in and
100
out of people's
degrees.
cars, dog. You got to.
Listen,
This is America. That's what I told him.
just don't go to Europe, particularly Paris, and jump on the train in the summertime.
Don't sell cars on 100-degree weather day and let them keep the windows up during the test drive. Don't do that.
Wait, what?
I'm on a test drive with some of the people that didn't have the deodorant on. And
They let the
I'm
soap
like,
suds just
I'm
go
like,
down.
they try to pull off before we adjust any climate controls. Can we get the air on or something first?
Cut that drive short.
Right.
Man, that's terrible.
Let's drive.
It's
Just pull out and just do
And the-
UE and pull back
Yeah,
in.
and the whole family want to come on the test drive. So I'm just
Damn.
They all
this.
stink.
Man,
Funkiness.
You're going to buy a car today.
What is that? Is that a deal breaker for everybody?
Being
What,
funky.
stinky?
I'm saying,
That's my biggest
You
deal
could
breaker.
be stinking one day.
I don't give a fuck. That's my deal breaker. If you stinky on the day you meet me, it's over.
And if you're my friend, what?
Over.
We must smell great. You
You're
know what I'm
done.
saying?
And if you're my friend
We
and
still
you
friends
catch
with
me
ass, you know
slipping,
what I'm saying?
tell me.
You're swimming with the fishes.
Which doesn't happen.
But what if you worked out?
I
That's-
realize
that's
everybody works
different.
out and shit.
Nah,
what
that
if
ain't
someone
different.
worked out, went
If
on
you
a
come
date?
around me and you
Why
smell
would you do
bad,
that?
People do that.
And even when you work
if you
out,
come around me and you smell bad, it is over.
even if you work out,
Don't
why
come
do you
around
smell
no more.
that bad?
I-
Even after a workout, there's something wrong with your pores. You have an internal problem.
Yeast infection, some weird shit.
You said yeast.
It's like halitosis.
Wait.
I gotta
like
drink more
it's
water.
internal.
Yeah.
Drink,
Did
eat some berries, eat
Now-
some fruit.
All right. You all want to hear some? Since we're on the subject of talking about this,
Some pineapple or something.
do you-
Pineapple, goddamn.
I'm dead.
What the
That's
fuck
no
wrong
pineapple.
with you,
So
man?
apple cider vinegar. Just put that in your body. Pour in your pores, man.
Pour it, please.
Let it marinate. But did you know?
Cranberry or something.
Did you know? Skin-eating bacteria lives on your towels the day after. You know, dry towels. The day after you have it hanging there, skin-eating bacteria lives in those towels.
That's why you're supposed to swap them out
Yeah,
daily.
you gotta wash
I
them
know
up.
that,
I
but
know, I
I'm
swap
just saying
them.
that. I'm just stating. Not everybody swaps.
This
Good
isn't
God.
an Ashley problem.
The hotel's got it right. You use it, you throw it
And
on
you
the
throw
floor.
it on the floor
and get a
It's
new
over.
one.
Unless
It's
you at
dead.
that one hotel and it's like you pay
Hey.
a little extra for us to take
Hey.
these.
What is lipstick marks on your
You don't. You don't know.
on your fucking on your fucking
scratchy ass thin washcloths and stuff.
You don't know if they
I'm like,
wash
is
those
this a
towels.
lipstick?
I spent many days to the days in, man, when I was
They just
younger
drying
doing the
them?
road. You know what I'm saying?
What they doing? to
Little
them?
ass
Ew,
washcloths.
stop. Oh, like a busy resort or something, like an all-inclusive. How do they get all of them? Ooh,
They better be
oh,
white.
God.
They better be white.
Man, that should be terrible, man.
It's
They
like
better
when
be
you go
white.
to...
You been to a hotel without white towels?
I just said it better be white. I never experienced
I
a
would
hotel without
never.
white
or
towels.
I would
or
never.
sheets that look off-white.
Ugh.
I would never.
No, you gotta put that black light on sheets.
Mm.
You never know.
Y'all be taking like a kit when you go out of town.
I got a little kid. I don't
spray
have no
down.
black light
I just
in
say
it, though.
I just say
Hell
it
no,
higher
but I
end
spray down.
places.
Especially,
what?
That mean nothing.
especially
Let's-
Airbnbs.
let's say
Just stay at
high
the
They
end.
the
nice
laziest
spots.
ones.
I still be spraying it down though. I get the Lysol and
They
everything.
got too many particular customers.
What about Airbnbs?
Yeah, hell
Oh,
yeah.
nah.
I
be
hate
putting,
the beds at Airbnbs. It makes me feel
I don't do
gross.
it.
Yeah.
I have when I was super drunk. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have like fell asleep in an Airbnb bed, but it's just not.
I sleep on top of the bed.
Yeah, I don't even undo it.
with my own blanket.
Bring your
Damn,
own sheets.
Brittany, like, God damn. Cheers.
Just bring your own sheets.
Now, do y'all walk in your house if you in a carpeted area with your shoes on?
No.
No. There is
Come
no
on.
shoes allowed.
I allow it because I have a dog, and
I have
my
a
dog
dog.
sheds a little bit, so I do allow it.
Man, fuck my dog.
Wait, you
I mean, I
allow
love
it
him.
because of the dog?
Mhm.
Wait, because you don't want to walk on the dog hair?
No, I mean my dog walks around muddy and all that shit. You don't have to have.
He's
your shoes
playing it
on.
with Earth,
You know
though.
what I'm saying? What's that?
He's playing it.
He's playing on the earth.
Brittany process.
I don't have carpet.
He
though.
grounds. No,
But
I'm saying he
if I
grounds.
did-
He grounds
Yeah.
himself.
You have your shoes on.
He has his
Company.
No, you can't have your shoes on in my house.
No, I know. Yeah. I know.
I wasn't talking to you in particular.
He was talking right to me.
No, I was not.
That
Yo,
time was like,
man.
one time you had them on, you wouldn't take them off.
own. Take that shit
No,
off.
look, if you left something in your house and you running in to go grab it real quick, all right, everyone got
That's
that
not
scenario.
okay.
See, take them off, put them back
I
on.
still,
when you
I still
leave.
take him off.
Do the germs know that you was in a hurry?
I don't
Like
know.
what?
Brittany has a very great point.
But if you clean mop your floors,
Now,
You
if
gotta-
you have
you gotta
hardwood
take care of
floors, it's
shit.
different.
I do that regularly
I think with
too,
carpet, it just
Yeah.
starts to get weird.
but this feels
Yeah.
icky. Like
well, you got to shampoo your carpet. You definitely
You got to. You got
Every
to.
single
But
year.
I just think with
Every
more
single-
than once a year. I
Yeah.
would.
Like I had
Depending
a
on
friend
what it
come
is.
over and he walked in my bathroom with his shoes on. I almost had a panic attack.
In your bathroom?
That's a little different.
And he probably pissed all over the seat.
I'm like, you realize when I get out why would you say that? Why would you even say that?
He just felt it.
And then turned to her and said, "Baby
I
girl."
felt the vibe. See this world.
It wasn't that type of friend. Like, stop.
It's your bestie.
But I'm like, you realize that's the same rug I'm gonna step on when I get out of the shower bare.
What's his name?
Yeah.
And we
Drake.
just walk downtown and everywhere else.
He makes his best songs ever.
That's nasty. You shouldn't be walking anywhere in your house with your shoes on.
Listen,
Yeah.
I agree. I'm not perfect. I do not allow shoes on in my house
No.
regular, but there has been moments when I will run back. I have mostly wood floors. When I run back in and grab something,
A little
But
bit different from
but my floors get mopped, heavy mopped, vinegar mopped
Mhm.
every month,
Mhm.
like deep.
Every
clean.
month?
No, I'm
Like a
talking
deep
about
clean
a
every
deep
month.
clean. I'm not talking
No,
about a wipe.
once a month. You know what happens in that
No,
month?
twice a month.
Oh God, here we go.
But you
Deep
clean, you
clean.
mop like I
Yeah,
mop.
I'm
I
not
mop
talking
and do all
about-
that stuff once a week.
We're not talking
Some-
about
with the dog, I vacuum and shit like almost
Exactly.
every other day.
We're not
You know what I'm
talking
saying?
about. I don't do a deep clean every week.
And it just depends on if I'm cooking a lot in that kitchen. I'm mopping and sweeping like every day.
Wait, what
know
do we
what
all
I'm saying?
consider a deep clean? We getting
Something.
real out here.
Just clean until it's clean, I guess.
If I do a mop or if I mop and then I Swiffer, I do it until nothing is left
Yeah,
on
the
the
shit's
pad.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like the pad needs to be
Dirt?
White.
clean,
Mhm.
white. I do it until I can wipe and nothing come onto a white rag or a,
Oh,
You
okay,
do
okay.
it until it's
she's
clean.
compulsive. This is good.
Yeah, yeah.
No, that's
OCD.
just doing. That's what you're supposed to do.
yeah. Because
Supposed to clean it till the shit's
if you
clean.
mopped and you do the Swiffer after and you still seeing dirt, you didn't
You
mop
know,
good.
the
If you
Swiffer's
wiping down
not
the
good,
table
though.
and shit.
The Swiffer's
Exactly.
not good though.
No, it's not. It's
No.
not great for deep
That's
cleaning.
not good.
No, after a deep clean.
Yeah.
That's the last step, just to like freshen it up and use one of those scented.
Okay,
Whatever.
that's a move.
I do that to verify that there's nothing left
What
on
I've
the floor.
learned is
Oh, I got
vinegar
you.
is the cure for everything, my
Is it?
friends. If a house smells like vinegar, you know they clean it. Apparently, vinegar it will kill all bacteria.
We should just be drinking vinegar.
I did apple cider.
Yeah, apple cider too.
Yeah,
Yeah, you just drink the vinegar. But yeah, it's the natural way to clean.
it cleans your
Anyways,
organs.
We're gonna wind this one down.
Yeah,
because
this
this
is
has
a
been
lot.
amazing.
This is over.
This has been a lot. We've gotten close as a group. You guys have gotten close to us as a group. You know that we all wash up. We all clean ourselves. And Thomas wears shoes in his house.
Bum, bum, bum.
This is my house, man. Like I'll have on a regular weekend, there might be 5 or 6 boys running in and out of my house, nephews,
Yeah.
my kids' friends.
Yeah.
I ain't got time to tell everybody take the shoes off, put shoes back on, take the shoes off, put shoes
Real
back
deal.
on.
Right.
Use what I can't, man.
I'll be cool.
I'm
I'll be
having a
listen,
damn headache.
I'll be
So
pulling
I'ma
up
just-
on my uncle.
I'm gonna just clean the house whenever they done.
I hear
You
you.
know what I'm saying?
Look, to each his own.
Yeah.
As long as you clean. That's all I
Yeah,
gotta say.
agree.
Right.
As
That's-
long as you are clean. If you make a mess, clean it. That's my last words. Go ahead, Thomas.
Last words. Oh shoot! I like to make a mess clean. Let me walk around naked and stop hollering at these chicks like that. You know what I'm saying? Keep your hands to yourself so we can all just no. But seriously though, stop sexualizing women like that. You know what I mean? They're sexy. Women are very beautiful.
Yeah.
Men are. I'm not gonna say shit about men because I've already had my pause moments. But like we can look and be respectful and not say nothing and let them wear whatever the fuck they want to wear without having them feel endangered. That's the world that we should be living in, man.
I agree. That's the world we should be, but unfortunately, we don't. So use common
sense. It's an excuse, in my opinion. That's an excuse for the man to do whatever he did. She was wearing that. Look how she looked.
I don't think it excuse any man to do anything. It's just some men don't care. We all know that.
Prosecuted.
We all know that. You know what I'm saying? A good defense is a good offense.
I would say that. Okay. Women, people.
His last statements don't be the last. We're about to pod after he says what he's going to say.
I'm done with
We're about to pod.
I'm going to close it off.
All right, go ahead.
Women, men, people out there.
Doug,
lend me your ears. Hear ye. I'm sorry, go ahead.
It's Ashley the lawyer. We out here, baby.
You want to stand up and pace while you do this shit?
Women and...
I'm sorry. We went too long today.
Women and men, I would definitely say this, is that I don't think there's ever a right to violate anybody's personal thing. But then I would definitely tell you that you have to be very cognizant of the position you put yourself into, maybe that you think that you have agreed to, maybe not all the way agreed to. And this is on both sides. This is men and women. The thing is that just be very cognizant of the situation you put yourself into. Yes, actions have reactions, guys. We're on Earth. That's just what happens. It's just easy. It's an easy solution. All right. We understand this. All right. If I choose to do some shit, I have to live with the consequence. Not saying that it's right or fair. Life isn't about being fair. It's about every action equals an equal opposite reaction at times. Not saying that this happens to everyone. Just saying in general, if I decide to do a certain action, I could potentially get a certain result. And I probably know that if I am a functioning adult, not saying a child is still learning. But if I'm an adult, I understand, man. If I do certain things, I go out here to this bar and I walk up to every dude there. I'm like, hey, yo, fuck you, a bitch. And I hit him. Dude, eventually somebody's going to knock me the fuck out. Like, it is what it is.
Not if you with me, dog. I got you.
Hey, but, and that's another thing. You can always have Thomas with you, just in case.
We'll be all right.
But I would definitely say that we just always have to be cognizant of the decisions we make in this world.
He might be naked though,
but I think it's the same shit.
Not in the fight. I'll put something on in the fight. That's weird.
Hey,
we shouldn't have ate off that tree.
Sorry.
What if a girl came up and tickled your junk and you had it out?
Are these last words or what? What are we talking about?
Would you feel violated? But you had it out.
Okay.
Pause.
Please pause.
I said I was not going to say pause.
Did Don't do this to me.
What?
He did the fingers on it.
All right. Is that your final word, sir?
Y'all are out of pocket.
Final words. What if some girl came up taking your balls?
What you gonna say?
What if?
I'm suing.
Tony Busby. Hey, call Tony Busby.
Taking her ass to court.
Hey, but guess what though? After Tony
I'm
Busby,
calling Ashley.
after Tony
Booker,
Busby,
attorney-in-law.
But honestly,
yeah,
guys,
we know he gonna defend him.
guys, that's how I really want to end it. Is if you are looking for defense and you're looking for a person to see the full
Call
perspective,
AB.
and call me up because I get the full game. Now, if you're totally on some like ridiculous weirdo shit, no. But if there are loopholes in the situation, yeah,
Wait.
definitely give me a call.
Can you end on like one good, like positive one line?
one good line. Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
wait. Let's let him end on a
What kind of
positive.
situation got those
I'm
loopholes?
confused as what the last
Brittany,
word was.
No, Brittany, last word.
She said.
We
She
don't
said
go-
it.
No,
Please,
She said.
say something. Say something positive, Brittany.
Let's wrap this
Take
up.
us down. Can we pray?
Right. Listen, everybody hold hands right
I'm
now.
always
I would
praying
say-
for
I
y'all.
would say
We
this.
might
Shit.
need to pray.
I would say that
I'm gonna name this
Legitimately-
episode. We praying this out.
legitimately, just everybody respect.
He's
other
still
people.
saying his last words.
Well, because she told me to end it on a good note. Everybody respect everybody, but if you're ever in trouble, call AB. That's it.
Oh God.
Hey, yo, we out. We appreciate y'all.
Bro.
Brittany, what you got to say?
Brittany.
Ash tried to steal.
My bad. I thought you would.
I don't have to say anything.
Say something,
I'm
please.
stumped. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna try to wrap this up with some decency. Godly.
Look at the camera so they know you really mean it.
Whew. Okay. Sorry, this was heavy.
Thank you.
I like that we're all clean up here, by the way.
Smelling good.
Thank you,
But
God.
no,
I took
I'm
some
gonna,
showers
go
today.
back to the very initial thing. And when you said the one good thing Ash said tonight, and he was saying when you're down, look at the scenario. There's always room for opportunities.
There we go.
And I liked that because sometimes when you are down, you're looking at that as like a final destination type of moment or a Shannon Sharpe moment. And it doesn't have to be. There's always opportunity to go up when you're down. So just be encouraged in that and respect others and wash up.
Wash your hands.
Yeah,
Right.
wash up. Physically and spiritually.
Spiritually.
Cleanse
Mentally.
your soul.
Damn, that was
Yeah.
good.
Cleanse your soul.
But you got to
Yeah.
scrub it. You can't just let the water drain when you clean it
That's
up.
what I'm talking about. All right. Look, this is beautiful.
Thank
Beautiful
you.
way to
Brittany
end
saved
it.
this.
We appreciate y'all and we'll talk to y'all later. We out.
Peace.